Hello, my name is William James. I'm the host of The Bald Book Geek. All of my links and info are down below. So I am late to the party with this one, and I'm going to get in trouble for this. Let's talk about one of the best games I've played in a long time. It's called Days Gone. It's an open-world, third-person action, survival, zombie, stealth, everything. And it's huge, by the way. This game came out a little bit before The Last of Us Part 2, and we all know that Last of Us Part 2 was horrible. I hated the story, I hated what they did with the characters. It was weak. And it frustrates me because the first one of those is stunning, and then the rest is no. So let's talk about it. Young biker Deacon St. John and his friend Boozer, alongside Deacon's wife Sarah, are basically trying to get out of the town, and they are trying to, because this virus has come out, this virus is accidentally released, and freakers, they're not zombies, they're mutated humans, so zombies that run really fast, and there's lots of them in this game. And they, she's critically injured. She gets on the plane, there's only room, he stays back. And then it picks up 2 years later. Sarah is assumed dead because of the Nero, which are a group within the game. The camps have been overrun by freakers, the zombies, air quote zombies. And basically they're working as mercenaries. They're working as people trying to deal with stuff and find survivors and earn credits and earn stuff so they can keep going. They're both members of a biker gang, which no longer exists. And this game branches into different story paths. So it uses story, main story, side quests, and so on. You can build different groups, you can build different alliances, and work and get different bonuses and different weapons. The gameplay, yes, generic. It does have that very typical Last of Us type gameplay. But this is where this game is superior. The characters are well written and rounded, and they have a lot going on for them. They are interesting characters. They are characters with depth. They aren't shallow. The relationship between Deacon and Boozer is fascinating, and you have this brotherhood of these two guys who have been through hell together and both have a long history together. They are brothers, not by blood, but they are brothers. And their relationship is explored into this very deep and meaningful, true friendship, their family. This game has a simple plot, but the plot is handled so well. The plot isn't the main story. The plot is what you're leading to, but the stories, multiple, are interlinked to the characters. From this weird cult that worship the Rippers, to this group these different groups of survivors. One of them's a religious fanatic, one of them's basically turning into prison slave labour. You have this weird interplay of all these characters and all of this stuff going on. And we all know the story by now. He obviously finds her, Sarah, and her sort of story and interlinked to the backstory and how it's all pulled together is brilliantly done. And it basically takes all of this that could be quite shallow, kill zombies, go to point A, point B, but it actually handles it well and actually feels genuine and feels like character development. Where The Last of Us 2 was not only ugly looking character design, it was poorly written, it was poorly handled, it was not a good game, and it definitely just felt disconnected from the first one, and its sort of lack of respect for its own characters. I mean, this could be filmic. This could be a great film or a television series, and sort of it's definitely inspired by like World War Z, The Walking Dead, Sons of Anarchy, but it's so well done. The artificial intelligence of the enemies is brilliant, and the gameplay just pulls you in. It's simple, but it's well timed. killing hordes of zombie or freakers, dealing with rival groups, dealing with mercenaries, dealing with opportunist criminals, dealing with fetch and carry missions, and learning this story. And I find it interesting that this game was kind of, the air quotes, one of the weakest games, apparently. Critics didn't like it, and a lot of the criticism was it was just another... Yes, it was technically broken when it first came out, I will say that. But a lot of the criticism was aimed at actually the fact that it was just about men. Angry white guys, it's just ridiculous criticism on that part. But I do agree it was broken. And there are certain elements which can be a little repetitive at times. But you are constantly managing your weapons, constantly managing your fuel consumption, because you're on motorbikes most of the game. I mean, this is almost a post-apocalyptic western. The world is beautiful, and I mean that. The open world environment is stunning. And really just a brilliant game. And it's a real shame that we'll never get a sequel. I hope we do. I really, really hope we do get a sequel, because, it did go on to be one of, in the top 10 list of bestsellers, but it didn't sell enough for Sony. It's been ported to Microsoft Windows recently, so you can play this on Steam, and you can play it on PlayStation 4, and it will work on PS5. This game really is genuinely one of the most underrated gems I've played in years, and I am so late to the party, and I regret being this late to the party, but I'm glad I played it. Even the music and the everything just fits together in this game, and I just absolutely masterful work of art in that sense. And sort of the fictionalized specific Northwest, everything's very fictional, but there's obviously some landscapes that are loosely based on some real elements. And it's interesting how you can take out some of the combat isn't always just bash, run, shoot. Sometimes you have to think about it. Absolutely brilliant game. Far superior to The Last of Us 2. Far superior storytelling, far superior character development, far superior performance and acting. So tell me what you think in the comments below, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.